Good afternoon, Mr. Sunshine, Locksmith Eddie today, and today we're going to make a key for another mid-1940s Harley-Davidson ignition switch. As you can see, this is an old-school Harley-Davidson. This is a one from the early 40s, from what I understand. It actually has a cover here. We pull the cover off, and there is the keyway. And what we're looking at right there is a keyway, single-sided. It's not the round key that Harley-Davidson uses now. It is the standard flat key. And what we do is we have a blank here. We're actually going to use a Briggs & Stratton a 1098 GM. You can see the GM. And now there's several ways we can make a key for this. One of which where you can either look down in the keyway, just the way we are right now. I can actually decode the wafers there, and we can file a key, or we can take it apart, pull this pin out, which I've done these several times before. Pull this pin out, pull this out. This all comes out. Lift this out. You can then pull this piece out, and the rest of it comes out, and the cylinder will come out in your hand. You fit the key for it. You can either use a framing, or you can use a file, or either way, today we're going to just try to make the key right there. We're going to look through that keyway there, and we're going to impression it, making a key by impression. And so let's get started with that right now. First and foremost, we have the key cylinder up. You can take a look down in that keyway. It actually, if you look down in that keyway, it's actually looking like, it looks like the first wafer is the number 1. You got to go by the depths of those wafers. So it looks like a 1, it looks like a second one is a 2. Then we go down to it looks like a 4 or a 5. It's really high. And then it's a 1. You can see how it's buried down there. And then the last one's very high as well. So it looks from the back of the key forward. If you look down in there, it looks like 5, 1, 5, 3, or a 2, or a 1. So we'll try that out right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this key in. We found the key. This is a standard B1, or we're going to use a 1098 GM. And what we'll do is we're going to use a pair of pliers, and what we're going to do is gently wiggle the key in there. What we're going to do is wiggle the key. Now, we can use the framing. We could go through the codes, find the codes, the spacing, and the depths that way. But right now, we don't have time for that. We got to get this thing on the road. So we're going to just wiggle this around a little bit, back and forth, back and forth. Don't bend the key. Don't break the lock. Just back and forth like that. And then we're going to take a look at what we have here. All right, there you go. You can see right there, the very first one, right there. You can see it's a deep. There's an indentation right there. It's a little hard to see. All right, and then there's another indentation right there. All right, and we have the doesn't see any more, but it looks like we have another one right there. You can see that. You got to look real hard. Now, we could take a file and file that smooth so it's a mirror finish, but I could see the cuts where they're going to go right now, so we're going to hit it here, here, and here. Now, we can either use a machine, the framing to cut it down, or we can use a regular file. We're actually going to use a file today. We're going to try to do it, the file, and make it this way. So from what I'm looking at, the last cut looked like a deep one, so we're going to start from the back, right where that indentation was from that one. We're going to file it down. A little bit more, looks like. And then we're going to leave that, and we're going to cut up to the next one, because it looked like it was a 5 on the other side of that. Just like that. And then that other one, it was a 2 or a 3. So we're going to go 2 first. File it just a little bit. Just like that. So there's the key. Let's take a look at it. It's kind of a little rough there, but we'll see what happens. Let's try putting that in there and working that up. Nope, needs a little bit more, so we're going to turn it some more. See what else we got here. Let's see what we have. Probably got to go a little bit deeper here. It looks like a little bit deeper on the end. Try that. And then that. And we put that key in there. Yeah, I gotta go a little bit more. Get that key out of there. Try this back in here again. Put that key there. Put this blank over there. Put that back here. Put that over there. We're going to file it down a little bit more. Now let's try that. Put that key in there. Little bit. A little bit more. Gotta go just a little bit more. Little bit. Just like that. And let's try that now. Let's see where we're at. There it is. There she goes. Beautiful. Look at that. We don't need this anymore. And we got ourselves a perfectly working key without tearing it apart. Take a look in there. There it is right there. You can see those cuts in there. As a matter of fact, we'll turn it this way. The cuts are done at the bottom. You can see that. There you go. It looks like 1, 2, 4, 5, 1, 4, 5, 1, and then 5 all the way to the back. And we'll stick the key back in there. Let's try that again. And there it is. Look at that. I hope you enjoyed the show. There it is. Harley-Davidson 1940s ignition switch without having to take that baby apart. Thank you for watching.